it is, Jason, my most wanted license in this game. Let's talk Jason Voorhees, perks, and power. So first, Hex, scared to death. After you hook 3 different survivors, a dull totem ignites. While chasing a survivor, whenever you basic break a pallet, survivors within 13 meters scream and gain 13% hindered for 3 seconds. On its own, this one is just kind of middling, but thing is, because it's tied to a Hex perk, it's just outright bad. What they should do is remove the fact it's a Hex totem and instead just have like a 30-second cooldown on it. So next, Rampage. Whenever you basic break a pallet or a breakable wall, you earn 1 token up to 13. Whenever you are blinded or pallet stunned, for the next 13 seconds you gain 1% haste for each token, cooldown of 20 seconds. So I could see this maybe being used on a Spirit Fury Enduring Brutal Strength build, but other than that, it really doesn't have much use. Honestly, given Behavior's balancing record, I think this is them trying to fix the amount of pallets that are in the game, but it just doesn't work. And finally, Silent Shadow. When the trial starts, you gain undetectable for 13 seconds or until you down a survivor. When all generators are completed, you gain undetectable. This is so close! With the first part of the perk, I thought this was maybe the community requested undetectable equivalent to Lethal Pursuer, where it lets you start the game undetectable and then adds an extra few seconds to any set amount of undetectable. But no! Instead, it goes from an early game perk to an end game perk. It might have some niche use on end game builds, but that's the most I could see it being used in. So his power is Omnipresent Evil. Main power. Press the active ability button to activate Omnipresent Evil. The slasher becomes invisible and gains undetectable. It cannot see survivors or their scratch marks. Mist clouds reveal a location of survivors who are not moving. Footprints reveal the path of survivors who are walking or running. Omnipresent Evil is deactivated by using Jump Scare. Special ability, Jump Scare. While Omnipresent Evil is activated, look at a pallet, breakable wall, or window to quickly move to it and perform a special break or special vault action. The secondary action button switches the side you will face when performing Jump Scare. Jump Scare exits Omnipresent Evil mode, grants haste, and reveals survivors with Killer Instinct. Special ability, Throwing Spikes. Grab a spike from scrap piles or hooks. Hold the secondary action button to ready the spike and tap the attack button to throw. Spikes are replenished throughout the map when Omnipresent Evil is activated. A spike knocks back a survivor and damages them for 1 health state. Survivors will be impaled if they are hit with a hook spike. They cannot heal past the injured state, and the embedded hook spike will have an aura visible to the killer. Injured survivors will be both impaled and immobilized if they are hit with a spike and knocked into a wall. Overall, Jason's power is pretty strong, but it's also way too complicated, and on top of that, it's missing a little something. It might be that you need to be pretty precise when throwing the spikes, or it might be that the Omnipresent Evil ability and the resulting jump scare are not as strong as they probably should be. Let's also talk about the survivor perks. So first, Wide Open Throttle. Whenever you fast vault a pallet, you gain 15% haste for 3 seconds. The pallet is reset, blocked for 60 seconds, and all survivors see its aura for that time. Cooldown of 60 seconds. Is there someone on the development team who doesn't think that Lithe is strong enough? Weaker killers already struggle in Chase a lot, and this won't fucking help. The second survivor perk is Lend a Hand. Once per trial and per survivor, after you have blessed or cleansed 1 totem while healing another survivor, use F to give them 4 permanent healing charges. I mean, the activation is somewhat steep, but it should only apply to cleansing totems, and on top of that, healing is fast enough. We don't need to be taking off healing progress a la what we do with gens. It shouldn't even be there for gens, but it definitely shouldn't be there for healing. And on top of that, this is going to make slugging less of a viable option because now you don't have to heal them as much when picking them off the ground. And the final survivor perk is Cross-Examination. While in the killer's terror radius, they leave light marks that last for 10 seconds that you can see. While on the killer's light marks, you gain Elusive. This ends after 5 seconds. So basically, non-stealth killers are fucked since Elusive is pretty much an anti-information on everything status effect. Overall, it's great that Jason is in the game, but his power makes him high B, low A tier at best, and on top of that, these new survivor perks will definitely balance the meta even more in survivor favor, especially since Jason's perks all really suck. Hopefully they make this chapter more balanced by the time it comes to live, but knowing Behavior, I'm not holding my breath.